give up who's going to take care of me. So I had to fight for myself. I had to stand strong. The first challenge was how to get a job in South Africa.
Yes.
I met one of my friends. He told me I have to join to be a Sangoma.
Sangoma.
A Sangoma. Do you know who a Sangoma is? Have you heard of a Sangoma?
You can explain.
A Sangoma, I can say, is a native African doctor.
Well, welcome back to the Street Mic. You can see I'm here with my brother. He's from Uganda, and I think that today we're gonna have a very intriguing day. But I want you to get to know him. And brother, can you tell us a little bit about you and who you are?
My name is Jarim. Most people know me as Jarim. My real names are Salim. I was born in Uganda, specifically Kampala, Nakawa division, and I grew up in Buea in Nakawa.
Okay, so now you're in Denmark. How did you get here?
It's been a long story. My journey has been so long. My journey started with South Africa.
So you didn't start by coming to Denmark?
I traveled from Uganda. I went through the African countries. I reached South Africa. I went to Italy. I went through Switzerland. Germany, I stayed in Germany for some time. My first time when I was coming in Europe, German. Then I went up to Sweden, and later I came back to Denmark. That was my first time. It's been a very long journey. And the journey starts in 2018.
2018. So you are finally in Denmark. But you told me that your first journey, you started in Africa, you started by going to South Africa. So I would like to know how did it start and what motivated you to leave Uganda, and move to South Africa first?
A lot of things motivated me, but I can tell you two major things. First and foremost, I'm a person who grew up as an orphan. So I looked after myself. So one of the major things that drove me is ambition. I wanted to better my life. Second and foremost, when I started traveling, I got into traveling because of the motivation I got when I visited my first country. That was in Nairobi. I went to Kenya and I used to do business in Nairobi. So I made lots of profit there.
So you were a businessman before you started all this?
Exactly. I always hustle patients to meet.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's good. Okay, yeah, tell us a little bit more. So you went to Nairobi, started doing business from Kampala to Nairobi, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I used to buy women's clothing, shoes, and everything from Owino, and I sell it in my shop. But then later, I realized that there are some places I could get more stock and at a better price, and I make more profits. So I went to Nairobi, Gikumba, Isiri, and Ludole Avenue. There I used to buy a lot of stock, phones, dresses, and electronics.
Okay.
I bring them to Uganda and I make a kill. You understand?
Yeah.
So I made a lot of profits. Then I realized...
That's a business term. Don't think, otherwise... That's very interesting. So you are doing business in Uganda, Kenya.
Yeah.
Then something happened. That you moved to South Africa, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Take us through that story. What motivated the movement from Uganda to South Africa now after the business?
When I made a shop and I made lots of money. So one time I was in my shop seated, and one of my friends who had ever lived in South Africa, he told me, if you ever have this kind of shop in South Africa, you're the rich guy. I'm this kind of very ambitious guy.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, maybe I should take this gamble. So I said maybe in 2011,
yes,
after the election.
That was a Uganda election, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a tighter election between Besigye and Museveni.
I remember that.
Exactly.
I was involved as well, but as young people,
Okay.
Election affected us so much. There was a lot of violence.
Yeah.
So that's when you were thinking of leaving the country.
So me and my friends, we decided, we sold everything in the shop, and we decided to go to South Africa.
Yes.
The only thing we had passports, we never had any visas.
No.
But how did we reach South Africa? That's the biggest question.
Biggest question.
Yeah.
Get us through. From Uganda to South Africa, how did you reach South Africa?
From Uganda to South Africa, I could say it was a visa-free travel. I didn't have any visa.
No.
But it was required of me to have a visa.
Okay.
But we as very young, ambitious people, we didn't have anything to stop us. Sometimes in life you look at certain things as obstacles. But let me tell you, if you determine life, the sky is the limit. There is nothing you can't achieve in life.
No.
So we traveled and went down to South Africa. We went from border to border. Mutukula. Then we went to the Zambian border. I don't remember it so well.
And mind you just said you didn't have a visa. You didn't have a visa.
We didn't have a visa, me and my friend. We just bought a ticket and we went. So we went from every border. We used to bribe. Some of the other borders we used to dodge. We just dodge, go through, and we take we climb the bus on the next. We go through. You just walk across the border, then the bus go through, and it finds you in front.
So this
then
was
you jump onto
all
the bus.
Motivated by your dream to
Exactly.
open a bigger business than you had in Uganda.
Yeah, because I wanted a better life for myself.
Yes.
So we went up to Dead Bridge. So when I reached Dead Bridge, I saw a new world I've never seen. I saw a very developed place.
Okay,
And when you reach that place,
that's South Africa, right?
in South Africa,
Yes.
we felt like we had already gotten what we're looking for.
Heaven.
Yeah, we had already reached in heaven. We felt like we'd reached in promised land.
Wow.
But it wasn't a promised land. On top it looks like a promised land.
Okay.
But the challenges we faced through South Africa are really, really so hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a very easy journey. But what I can tell people that never give up on your dreams.
Never give up.
It may look so hard, like I could say a man called Nelson Mandela, he said like, it looks so hard till it's done. You can do anything outside. You can do anything you want in this world. As long as you have what it takes, you have the zeal. I've been through a lot, I could say, but at least right now in my life, I'm very grateful to God, and I'm very grateful for the risks I took.
Okay.
So I'll tell you more of the challenges I faced as I reached South Africa and as I lived in South Africa. So it wasn't an easy journey.
You know, I really want to hear this part of the challenge now. You know, South Africa is one sweet spot for Africans. Everybody want to move to South Africa, and you are there in South Africa before you transition to Europe.
Exactly.
So this is the part I'm really interested in listening to, and I want you to take us through your experience in South Africa and what happened in South Africa.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on that, that part of the story. Keep watching.
Thank you.
Yes, so what were the challenges that you faced in South Africa?
There are lots of challenges I faced in South Africa, me personally. I had a lot of friends. We came at the same time in South Africa.
Yes.
Some of them gave up. I thought about giving up. But if I give up personally as a person, remember me, I don't have any parents. I don't have people to take care of me.
Yes.
I look after myself. If I give up, who's going to take care of me? So I had to fight for myself. I had to stand strong. The first challenge was how to get a job in South Africa.
Yes.
I met one of my friends. He told me I have to join to be a Sangoma.
Sangoma.
A Sangoma. Do you know who a Sangoma is? Have you heard of a Sangoma?
You can explain.
A Sangoma, I can say, is a native African doctor.
Okay.
Who uses a special kind of magic.
Yes.
I think my African brothers understand this.
Okay.
So I never thought about such a thing. How can I be a Sangoma?
Yes.
So some of my friends told me, oh, we could train you. But I had one challenge. I needed the money.
Need the money.
To be a Sangoma, they told me these people, they have to wait they wait for like a quite very long time before they get clients.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a kind of person, I need something to eat every day. I need to pay for a place to sleep. I'm used to money coming in every day because I'm a businessman.
Yes.
So there is no way I could do
Exactly. No,
as being a Sangoma.
This brings me to a question like how did you adopt now the new business opportunity you're given as a Sangoma?
As a Sangoma.
Yeah.
I didn't take the opportunity. Although the people were practicing Sangomas in South Africa as Ugandans, They are really doing well.
Okay.
They're driving expensive cars. They're living in posh neighborhoods.
It works.
Yeah, they're earning a lot of money
Okay.
because it's like kind of a scam or it's kind of fraud.
Yeah.
Truth be told, being a Sangoma in South Africa is a fraud.
Whoa.
Yeah. I know some of my friends have been Sangomas, but that's the truth.
It's not like, but I thought you were going to be trained. You're going to be trained to be, not to be an expert.
There is nothing you're going to offer because most of the people who claim to be Sangomas are not Sangomas.
Okay.
They are just boys I've grown up with on the street, boys I know personally.
Okay.
They don't have any special kind of magic to turn someone's life upside down.
No.
You understand? So they couldn't tell me that they are like genuine people, like they can do miracles in people's lives. So, or being a Sangoma was a real scam. It was like fraud, and according to me, I believe in earning through my own sweat.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my morals, so I believe, and I was a business person. I believe in sell trade. I give you a product, you give me money. So I couldn't get on with it. So I got another challenge. I wanted to go into business, but South Africa is a very developed country and needs a lot of capital to do any kind of business. So this is where the challenge came in. My friend I went with to South Africa, he had a degree as a teacher. So he immediately got a job and started working in Ugandan schools, one of the Ugandan schools in South Africa.
Okay.
Then me, I was left stuck. I don't have any degree. I don't have any job I could do. So one time I walked out on the street and I see what I could do. I just took a walk around town.
Yes.
Then I found these people on the street. They had kind of had some separate like stands,
Yeah.
and they're selling fruits, they're selling candies, they're selling this, a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when I looked at them, then I said, oh, I think I can also do this. How do they do it? Then I tried to do some research. How do they start? So I got a place. When I got a place, because I was illegal, I found one Cameroonian guy who was selling stuff. So I told him, I also want to put my stuff here and I sell.
Yeah.
So when I put my table, the Cameroonian guy caught my table and threw it away.
Okay. That was in South Africa.
South Africa.
Diaspora fighting.
When he threw it away, I got it again, I put it back. I never give up in life. I told him, my friend, I have to make some money.
Yes, please.
He caught it and he threw it back. Then I caught it and I put it back,
So that
my
was,
table.
That was the first experience, the first.
Exactly.
Yes.
I had to fight back.
Yes.
Till other people who said, they told him, oh, I think he's also looking for a living like you. He wants something to eat, leave him. So I started selling candies on the streets of South Africa. South Africa is a very amazing and is a very good economy. A person could sell candies and he could have a place to stay. He could buy himself a car.
Yes.
So I did that business for some time. As I was still selling candies on the street, then I was earning maybe like what you could say, like maybe in Danish krona, maybe I'm earning 5 kronas, 10 krona.
Yeah.
Then I saw some other African boys on the side. They were a few meters away from me. They were selling some CDs.
Okay.
So
So what is the CD?
a CD like a disc.
Oh, CD. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, music.
DVDs.
Yeah, DVDs. Yeah.
They are selling these DVDs and like every time they're earning, maybe they're earning a 50 krona.
Yes.
Then I realized, how do they do it? Then I went and asked them, you guys, how do you do it? Of course, they said no, we can't show you.
Okay.
But of course, I'm a street guy. I'm a street guy. So I made research on how they get there. So I found out they get DVDs, and I also started getting DVDs. So I started making a lot of money. But then we got some challenges.
So this DVD business that you found,
It's piracy.
it worked.
Yeah, it worked. We used to make a lot of money, but it's piracy. It's not allowed.
so
So sometimes police could come and arrest us.
That's how you started getting, the back to the direction of money now.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm selling my candies.
Yes.
I'm selling my apples. I'm selling my oranges, and I'm making a kill. I'm making some money.
Yes.
But then the DVDs boosted me. But remember, it was piracy.
Okay.
So sometimes the cops could come to us and they arrest us.
Yeah.
They take us into jail, we bribe them, and then we come out. Because we wanted to survive.
And you're doing this in South Africa,
Yeah.
not your country.
Not in my country. Survival for the fittest.
Yes.
In this world, if you're there and you think you're gonna get money easily, you're gonna develop in your life easily, there is nothing you can get easily. Everything you work to. So those kind of hustles taught me how to survive in this world. I'm a kind of person, that's why I told people I could survive anywhere.
You can.
As long as I have my God and me myself, I could survive anywhere.
as long as he has his God and himself, he can survive anywhere.
Exactly.
We'll be back. Very cool. Yes, as you can see, you know, his story is very inspiring, very motivating. A man who never gets enough, but in the right way, is always hungry for more. So when he was in South Africa and everything was going good, he got back on home to his level of making money again. And you now started making good money. You know, you are doing the business, wasn't very legal, but you're making some good money.
Yeah.
So what happened from there?
So, though the situation sometimes was really tough, we really suffered with the xenophobia, we suffered with police brutality.
Okay.
Yeah, actually in South Africa, I got imprisoned 2 times because of selling those DVDs. Yeah, I never had documentation. So, but the business was going on. So it reached a time I got money, then I went into the car business. Like I made a lot of money. I started buying cars from insurance.
Started buying cars?
Yeah, from insurance, and I started selling them. So I really developed, and things were really going on well. But it reached a time when the economy of South Africa started going down. When it started going down, I started to look for a way out. Okay. Then I wanted to go back to Uganda because I had like a...
Which year was that?
That's like we're going to 2016.
2016, yes.
Yeah, 2016, yes. End of 2016, they were entering 2017.
Started going down again.
Things aren't good now. In South Africa, the economy is going down. At the time, Zuma was the president.
Yeah.
So things were really bad. Things were not going good. My business is depreciating. Like, it's like I'm going back to number one, you know? Okay. The money is no longer adding up. Yeah. You know, and as an ambitious person, every time in life you have to be adding on. So I realized I'm not adding on. So I thought about a plan to leave South Africa. Okay. Then I said I should leave South Africa. What first came into my mind is to go back to Uganda, but they told me the situation in Uganda is also not good. Because I wanted to go to Uganda, then I started buying things from China and I taking them to Uganda to make business. Yes. But I was told things weren't good. So I had to make a plan. Making a plan is how to get out of South Africa now. So I made a plan to get out of South Africa, and I traveled to go with all my little saving I made. I planned and I got myself a South African passport. And I traveled out of South Africa and I flew up to Rome in Italy.
Okay?
Yeah.
Wow. You were supposed to go back to Uganda.
Yeah.
But you still had this ambition of looking ahead of you. And now you're not just in Nairobi. You're not only now thinking about South Africa, but now you're thinking about Europe.
Yeah. Now I went to Europe to look for greener pasture.
Wow. This story we can just get all of it. We need to, have the whole package, another episode on this story. So you finally came to Italy from South Africa?
From South Africa, I flew from Otambo International Airport and I landed into Rome.
And you got yourself in Denmark now.
Exactly.
So we're looking forward, we're coming back with this story. This is the next episode of the story that we're going to have. We need to find out how he moved from South Africa to Europe, and finally where he is living right now in Denmark. I know that we have a whole package on this, and we're going to be looking forward to coming back. But bro, thank you so much. Your story has been nothing but inspiring, and I'm really amazed with you sharing with us your story and your experience. We look forward to meeting you in the next episode.
And I have one message to the people who are viewing. Please share this video, and I want to tell you something. Rome wasn't built in a day. There's so many young people there in Uganda, so many young Africans there out there. You can make it in life, but you won't get everything on a silver plate. You have to challenge yourself. You have to push. The sky is the limit. You can always push. The world is waiting out for you there, but you're not going to find it in the very comfortable zone. Get out of your comfort zone and push. Travel the world. There's so much opportunities out there in the world. Thank you.
You're welcome. We need to thank you. See you in the next episode. So as we conclude, you will always know that this episode is sponsored by Connector mobile application. They do their best to make sure that we walk the streets and find interesting stories like this. This story of my brother can be your story, can be somebody else's story. So please share, subscribe, comment, let us know that you watch our story, because we shall always be making great stories for you. Thank you so much, as we see you in the next episode. Thank you.